1. The human behind the legend. Bruce Lee was not born into greatness. He was born into chaos. Before he was a cultural icon, he was a chaotic force. A young boy in Hong Kong nicknamed Mo Si Tung never sits still. He was not inherently fearless. He was a street fighter driven by insecurity and a volatile temper. He was not born strong. He was physically small and often disadvantaged in confrontations. The dragon did not emerge from a mystical void, but from the messy, confusing reality of being human. He was bullied. He was challenged by gang violence, and he faced the tangible limits of his own small frame. But where others saw limitations, Lee saw a puzzle to be solved. His greatness began not with a punch, but with a question. How can a human being express themselves completely and honestly? 2. The crucible of discipline, training the spirit. Lee's approach to training was revolutionary because he treated the gym as a temple and the workout as a prayer. He didn't just exercise, he engaged in a relentless dialogue with his own potential. The unseen grind. While the world slept, Bruce was awake. He would run miles in the darkness of the early morning, his breath visible in the cold air, repeating mantras of success and strength to himself. Total immersion. He watched TV while doing splits. He read books while curling weights. There was no downtime, only opportunities to refine the machine. Beyond the physical, he understood that muscles are useless without the command of the mind. He studied Newton's laws of physics to understand force, studied anatomy to understand leverage, and studied philosophy to understand the intent behind the motion. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. 3. The dark night of the soul. The back injury. The true test of Bruce Lee's character occurred in 1970. During a routine training session doing good mornings with 125 pounds, his body weight, something snapped. He suffered severe damage to his sacral nerve. Doctors delivered a crushing verdict. You will never kick again. You will likely never practice martial arts again. For a man whose identity was built on physical expression, this was a death sentence. He was confined to a bed for 6 months, staring at the ceiling, plagued by depression, financial worry, and physical agony. But he refused to accept the narrative of defeat. Unable to train his body, he trained his mind. He ordered thousands of books. He wrote volumes of notes on combat strategy, philosophy, and psychology. It was in this bed of pain that he compiled the core writings for the Tao of Jeet Kune Do. He turned his prison into a library. He visualized his recovery with such intensity that he eventually forced his body to obey his will, returning not just to normal, but to a level of fitness superior to what he had before. 4. The philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, and water. Lee grew tired of the rigid traditions of classical martial arts, which he felt turned students into robots mimicking their masters. He sought the truth in combat. Breaking the mold, he created Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. It was not a style, but a rejection of styles. It prioritized what worked over what looked good. Honest expression. He believed that a punch should not be a performance. It should be a truthful expression of yourself at that moment. Be like water. His most famous philosophy was a metaphor for resilience. Water can flow or it can crash. It takes the shape of the cup, the bottle, or the teapot. It yields to overcome. Lee taught that if you are rigid, you will break. If you are fluid, you become unstoppable. 5. The conquest of self. Bruce Lee faced racism in Hollywood, financial struggles, and the constant pressure of being an outsider. Yet his battle was never truly against the other. It was against himself. He kept a diary where he wrote down his definite chief aims. He wrote checks to himself for millions of dollars when he had nothing in his bank account. He understood the law of attraction decades before it was popular. He knew that the body achieves what the mind believes. His speed, the ability to snatch a coin from a palm before it closed, was not magic. It was the result of relaxation. He learned that tension slows you down. True power comes from precision, and true speed comes from a relaxed mind and body exploding into action only when necessary. 6. The enduring message. Bruce Lee's life is a testament to the idea that greatness is a choice, repeated every single day. He teaches us that pain is a teacher. Do not run from struggle. Use it to sharpen your resolve. Adaptability is strength. Be willing to change your mind, your methods, and your path when the truth demands it. Simplicity is key. Hack away the unessential. Focus only on what brings you closer to the truth. He did not train to impress the world. He trained to conquer the doubts within himself. Today, his message echoes louder than ever. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. His legacy is not in the movies he left behind, but in the blueprint for potential he gave to humanity. He showed us that if you master your emotions, sharpen your mind, and discipline your body, there are no limits to what you can become. The moment you stop improving is the moment you stop living.